What's up guys, I'm Just a Gamer and I'm back with another video. We have reached the end of 2023 and what a crazy year it has been. Not just for game releases but for the game industry as a whole. So much has happened that it's just mind-boggling, and I wanted to cap this year off with my favorite games of the year. Now it's not too many, and that being said, I played a lot of games this year, not all of them on stream, so let me just say that just because a game didn't make this list isn't because I necessarily didn't like it or didn't play it. It's just that these ones are the ones that really captured me, took over for me, and just gave me an experience that I honestly couldn't find anywhere else, for me personally. So please keep that in mind. So yeah, enough of me talking, let's get into it. Final Fantasy 16 is a polarizing game, to say the least. I mean, you had people complaining that it wasn't Final Fantasy, you had other people complaining that, oh, it's gone away too much from the tradition, and then there are people like me who absolutely adore the game. I actually really enjoyed Final Fantasy 16. I mean, the combat was just so good, and it felt so good as well. I mean, when I first saw the game without hands-on, I was a bit worried that the combat would be a little too constrictive and there wouldn't be much to it, but I was completely and happily wrong about that. I mean, the whole game is really based around that combat. It is just so good. Not to say that the story of the game is bad. The story of the game is very well written and the world is very well developed, but I am not a Game of Thrones fan and other shows similar to that, so like all that, like, you know, kingdom conspiracy and all that weird stuff, it's like that is like, for me it dragged a little bit, but far and away I really like this game. Again, just like the combat was so good, the Titan fights were amazing, even though I do feel there could have been way more. And I love the soundtrack of this game. Like every song is just so good, and I am so happy it won best, I believe it was score at the Game Awards. I'm very happy about that because this game deserves it. And yeah, man, this was by far one of my favorite games of the year. Next up is a game that literally came out of nowhere. Hi-Fi Rush was announced at Xbox's Developer Direct earlier this year, or near the beginning of this year, and subsequently shadow dropped the very same day to massive and critical success. I mean, this game just oozes charm. Everything from the graphics to how the comic book style of storytelling, and like all the references to like JoJo and anime and everything. It was just, this game was the perfect storm of just awesome goodness. And not to mention the soundtrack for the game. I can totally vouch for both versions. I know people really dig the streamer mode on version of the album, which is like original music, but I also did like the non-streamer mode where it has like the actual licensed music. Both of them are fantastic. I mean, it is just, and like the way the game moves to the beat, everything is on the beat, everything is to the music, and it's just so damn just beautiful. I don't know how else to explain like how it melds together this audio and gameplay design. It's just, it came out of nowhere and it deserves all the success because this game is literally one of a kind in my opinion, and I really hope they continue on with this franchise and they continue on to like give games like these a shot, because we need more games like this, games that like innovate, do something new. Because again, this game just came out of nowhere and just took over for a hot minute of just how good it was, and it really stuck with me all the way to this to the end of this year. And again, I am so happy it won the Game Award for I believe it's audio design, which again is what this game is entirely based around. So again, kudos to this game for winning that and just being so freaking amazing. I highly recommend it to anybody who has not played it. Definitely check this one out. The next game might surprise some of you, but it's Baldur's Gate 3. Now, I did not stream this game. I didn't even record anything of this game, of me playing this game. I wanted to play this game just for myself. And what more can I say that hasn't already been said? This game is just incredible. It has set a bar that some developers are saying that, hey, it's not realistic, but that's on them. Because Larian is a smaller size studio and they were able to create this gigantic, amazing game experience. Just all the gameplay, the story, every nuanced decision you make and don't make. It's just incredible. And again, it has set a new bar, and it is one of my favorite games of the year. It's just outstanding, and I truly think that developers need to step up their game, because this game has just shattered expectations going forward. And again, one of my favorite games of the year. Last but certainly not least is Lies of P. This game should not have worked. It was a Souls game with a Pinocchio theme and bits of Dark Souls and Bloodborne mixed together, and somehow it just made this incredible experience. I mean, honestly, this game was truly amazing. I mean, I know people say Souls-like for games they're not created by From Software, but I consider this to be a Souls game. That's how highly I regard this game, and it is just so good. The story was actually really in-depth and interesting, and again, unlike From Software where their story is a bit more vague and you have to go discover yourself, this one was a bit more flat out, a little more open to be told, and I actually really enjoyed that. And then the gameplay was just so incredible and so engaging. Yes, it had some really tough, oh my god, bare knuckle moments that really aggravated me, but at the same time it gave you that same satisfaction that Souls games give you when you finally accomplish or conquer that enemy. And yeah, this game was just a true joy to play, and I'm so excited for the DLC and sequel when they decide to come out. Again, this game just really blew my mind, and I'm so happy for the success it's gotten. It really makes me happy to see this game being enjoyed and getting the recognition it deserves, because this was easily one of my favorite games of the year. And yeah, what more can I say? This was just so amazing. And that does it for my games of this year. Again, no particular order, just because obviously Baldur's Gate 3 is such a massive game and it's beloved by everyone, but at the same time, for me personally, I would say Lies of P is just as high up there. And then at the same time, again, Hi-Fi Rush was so good, and again, even though I know it's a bit polarizing, Final Fantasy 16, again, there was no particular order for these games. These are just, in general, my favorite games this year, and I'm excited for the more games to come. I mean, we already have Tekken 8 right around the corner. We have Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth around the corner. We have just so many games coming out already, and it's just gonna be, it looks to be another bang-up year in 2024, and I am just super excited. But again, those are just my games of the year. What are yours? I mean, what games did you play? What did you think was, kind of maybe overshadowed by other games? What game did you think was a little bit overrated? I mean, I have a few here that I think might have been a little bit overrated, but I'm not gonna say that now. But yeah, just let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think, what your guys' favorite games of this year are. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment down below, consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. I'm streaming on Twitch, so please consider me there, following me there at twitch.tv/justagamerank, all together one word, or you can click link below. But thanks for watching, and until next time, take care and have a good game.